I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
What? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, look, there's somebody there. Look, there's somebody there. Oh, wow. Hi, guys. Whoa. Hey, Dina, come look at this. There's a whole bunch of people here.
There
Wow.
is.
Look at that. Huh. I need to fix my camera, I think. I'm off
Yeah, it's got a
screen.
mind of its own.
Here we go with the camera again. There.
Hey, that works. That was funny.
Laurie, welcome. Nice to have everybody here. We've had an eventful day here at the shop. I heard my very first blood curdling roar from utter and absolute horror.
What happened?
Well, we were all gathered together here in my office. We had just finished recording a new video. It's the first one involving all of our staff, and we used their phones to film each other. But we had a project. The project was putting together an aquascape tank. We selected a little 10-gallon tank, and we showed how everybody participates in the process based on what they're doing here at the shop. It was fun to do, interesting, had a good time. We made there at least 16 clips, and I'm sure we missed a bunch. So we dumped it all in Sidious's lap, and he gets to put the puzzle together and figure out whether there's a story there. So just as we were finishing up, a couple came in, look around, first time they'd been here. And we were standing outside. I was talking with them, standing outside the door. I was on my way to a doctor's appointment. So I was kind of working my way toward the door. And all of a sudden, there was this deep roar of horror And I heard that, and my instant response was to turn, and I was expecting to see gore, to
Right?
see someone's head cut off, or an arm laying on the floor, or somebody's torso had been sliced wide open. It was that level of horror.
Wow.
And as I looked, Brenda came tearing out of the room and racing to the back. I looked inside, and Bryce and who was it? Bryce and Corey were down on the floor on their hands and knees, picking up about a 6-inch hairy tarantula
Oh, wow.
that had escaped
Oh,
from
no.
its cage. Brenda opened her purse. It leapt out of the purse and ran down her leg.
Oh,
That was the
no.
that was the source of the horror. So
Oh,
the guy picked it up and brought it back, and we put it back in its cage with a flower pot on top, so it can't get out again.
yeah. I've
And
heard they're escape artists.
he walked back in laughing. I was just sorry we weren't taping at the
That
time.
that
It
would
was
have been
astounding.
something there.
It was, I told her it was the first time I've ever heard that level of fear and horror in a vocal expression.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So that happened. That was exciting. But we made a cool video,
Can't wait to
which
see
I
it.
think will be good. I think it'll be what my goal here is to do a series of videos on the shop and on the people working in the shop interacting with each other. And that was very much what this was all about. So we'll do more videos like it on other tasks that we're involved in here, show the interplay of people in the process of doing all this stuff.
Mhm.
So it'll be a chance to get to know the folks who are working here. And I'm hoping that as we get comfortable with it, it'll become more interesting and more entertaining as we interact with each other. There are a lot of dynamics in this group. We've got four people on staff. I'm the fifth. It's 2 guys and 2 gals, and they're all very independent people, very strong people with tremendous skill levels. I feel absolutely blessed to have every one of them here. But they don't always get along well with each other. Sometimes they don't play nice. So I'm hoping we'll get some of that too. And maybe in the process, it'll soften it for everybody. But I think it's going to be great fun. There's a lot of love here, a lot of love in this among this staff, and that includes people like Dina and Megan who are with us every day in this way or by phone every single day. We're and various staff are interacting with them. So it's a really interesting group we've got. Now both Dina and her husband, as well as Megan, are going to be joining us on the first weekend in September in northern New Jersey for Aquashella.
It's gonna
We've
be
got a
fun.
reservation. We're all set to go. excited to be going. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. Really excited about it. And one other of our members, the turtle race, who goes by that name, will be flying up from Texas to
Oh,
be with
wow.
us. So, yeah, that's exciting.
That is.
So, women are very interested in meeting for years. I don't know if she's bringing her husband or not, but just an amazing, amazing woman who's she's working right now on all of her shorts and doing an astounding job with it. One of the things that we did this week, we put out a video that was clips from a live stream from like 2 weeks ago. And I didn't know how it's going to go over. And when I first started watching it, I didn't like the sound. I thought it was too chatty. I just kind of lost. I got lost in it. I didn't like it particularly. But then I started reading the feedback, and the comments were amazing. There was just enormously positive feedback. People liked the informality. They liked the casual conversation. And somebody made the comment, when somebody can talk off the cuff about a difficult subject, they're an expert.
Right.
And
That's a good point.
well, I don't call myself an expert. I really appreciated the comment because it's very much that way for me. I mean, it's that what we're doing with the Natural Aquarium has been years and years in the development. And it's something I very much enjoy talking about. And of course, this forum allows me to do that. So we'll be doing more of that, getting videos out, and I'll probably have the gal who's doing the shorts get on that project because our editor is going to have his hands full with with
That
these
will.
with these staff videos. So some interesting stuff is going to begin happening. I think we'll get our mojo back, and all will be well. Let's see. There was something else I was thinking about that I've now lost track of. That will probably come back to me at some point.
Hey, we can always
In
circle
the
back.
in the meantime, let's see what Jacob's up to. Jacob's here with his tank. Hello, Jacob.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I went today and got some more pieces of wood. See them up there? Got a
Mhm.
couple pieces going that way, and then I got some couple pieces going up that way. And then I
Cool.
brung just a little bit this time of the that's the kind of algae that's down there in the little creek. It's real mushy, which is they don't like the stringy, but it's gushy, and that's the good algae. They'll eat that.
Oh, cool.
Because I was scared. I really don't want to bring a baby crawfish. Because I mean, the chances of me bringing that female, that was scary.
Right. It can
But
be.
I seen the biggest, I guess, bullfrog today because it scared me. I almost screamed. I was down there a little part, and okay, so I was right here. If the tunnel comes this way, I was right here in the little spot where there's water and there's a whole bunch of algae buildup. I was standing right here looking down, and this thing come up out of the water and looked at me. And I've never seen a frog so big. It was at least 6, 7 inches long and
Wow.
6, 7 wide. I've never seen a
Wow.
frog that.
A big bullfrog, I guess.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
like.
guessing. And then
Amazing.
she likes to chill back here sometimes. She won't bother nobody. She just chills. And then
Very
there's
nice.
my key.
Jacob, Jerry is up. Let me, I want to kind of move things along. One of the things while I got you here, at the end of the show, anybody who wants to, we're going to bring you all up. We can have 10 people up on screen at once. We're going to try to get a gang up here singing our theme song. It's actually totally chaotic, but it should be fun. So
Oh yeah.
when don't lose track, come back at the end of the show. We'll give people a chance to get up before we start. Thank you, Jacob. Nice to
Oh yeah.
see you, buddy.
Thank
You
y'all.
bet.
Thank you.
Jerry.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm good. Like you, I've had a tank since I was 12. I'm 66 now, but I've done it all. I've even had wild tanks when I first started because of the creek in the backyard. I started off with a 20-gallon long silver with a slate bottom. That's how old I am. You can relate, I'm sure.
I
And so
can
anyhow,
relate.
I set up a father fish style, couple little different things because I've been doing it for so long, but this is what I came up with.
I think let's get this
Beautiful.
bigger.
Yeah, it's a 90-gallon,
Wow.
Oh, wow. Nice.
and there's a little bit of everything in there: shrimp, coolie loaches, big nerite snails, pest snails, leaf litter. And instead of a sponge filter, I put in a matin filter. Basically, it takes up just the corner,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
I can pump more water air through it to get more circulation. But
That's great.
this is the result
Oh, it's
of you and LRB and just years and years of. And the main reason I did it is because my cats are not regular cats, but I also do bonsai trees, but they just tear them up. So now I get to do landscaping under the water.
right.
So
Look at this.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's great fun. I like
yeah,
your fair.
had a good time. It's about 8 months old now
Huh.
and still
Plants look
going. And I found babies in the back corner. I don't know what species because they were too small to identify, and a couple baby shrimp. So everybody's breeding and everybody's happy.
wonderful. You think the babies are a tetra or are they a
I'm
linebacker?
thinking they're possibly neons. They've been in there the longest. The white cloud, the orange white clouds just went in 2 weeks ago.
Huh.
So I really have no idea.
They look nice. Yeah.
And
Wow,
and
that's great.
everybody says the coolie loaches, you never see them. I see mine all the time. All the
There
time.
they are. There they are.
All the
Right.
time.
Huh.
So
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Great tag, Jerry.
yeah, I thought so. I came out really nice. I got a few more in the so-called fish room, but that's just experimental. I've been breeding bristlenose for
Oh,
10 years. So,
nice.
all right. So I just wanted to show you that. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jerry.
And
Happy to meet
LRB.
you. Bet.
All right. Thanks.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It's got
Yeah,
beautiful.
LRB really is my mentor here on YouTube. He gave me my first start. Those of you who have been around a while know about that. When I was kind of rolling around in the mud down there with 15 or 20 subscribers trying to figure out how to do something, he found me. How he found me, I'll never know, but he found me. Now, what he did was he didn't show me in a video, he didn't interview me, nothing like that.
Mhm.
He made a uh, a message, wrote a message to his members on his YouTube channel, asking them to check me out. Said this is somebody who's doing natural tanks. He was really impressed, and he asked them to check me out. Well, within days, I had 500 subscribers.
Wow.
And within a week or two, I was at 1,000. And I started doing live streams. And for about a year, I did live streams 9 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week for a year. And for at least 3 months of that, I was also doing live streams in the afternoon, late afternoon, I think. Don't remember, like around 5 or 6, I believe. That was once or twice a week. So I was making upwards of 10 videos, 10 live streams a week. That's how you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly. There he is. Kenny was one of the first people who was in that first group. He's been a member for 56 months.
Wow.
That's 4 years and 8 months. I don't think I've been on 5 years, so that's pretty close to right at the very beginning. So Kenny and his wife Danny have been great friends. He came to visit me when I had the shop in Venice, and he brought golly, 2 people with him. The both of whom's names escape me at this point. He'll know who they are. Go ahead. They came. We had a great time. It was just great fun for about a day. But Lucas is really the grandfather in YouTube of this movement. I've been able to capitalize on it in some ways and popularize it, I hope. But it's really Lucas more than anyone else who has demonstrated conclusively its absolute effectiveness. He has hundreds and hundreds, upwards of 1,000 tanks. Every one of them set up basically as natural aquariums. Now, his approach is different than mine. He's not doing the deep substrate that I do. In some tanks he does, but more often than not, he sets up bare tanks and then builds the substrate from the life going into the tank. I mean, it's utterly remarkable what he's able to do, and is just 100% successful at being able to breed fish, raise fish, and keep them enormously healthy. With the only electricity he uses is for lighting, no pumps.
Impressive.
I think he's got 1 or 2 tanks now that have some air in them, but virtually all of his tanks do not. No pumps, no filters, no heaters,
Wow.
and limited feeding. I mean, he does food web where he's able to. Just real exciting, interesting guy. He does a live every Friday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Well worth watching. Chattanooga Ed and Fish Room Fever. Chattanooga Ed and Fish Room Fever came down with Kenny. He picked them up along the way. he was driving. He drove from one coast to the other, visiting YouTubers, and I was on his list. There was such a thrill. The minute they pulled in to the shop, I had just gotten a big plant order, so I immediately put him to work putting plants in tanks, planting all the plants. Then I think we went to dinner. I don't know whether it was, yeah, that day we went across the street and we bought boots, dive boots. We weren't going diving, but we were going collecting, and we needed some sort of foot protection. And I've always used dive boots when I go collecting because it provides the security I need, and it protects my feet. Anyway, we were in there buying boots, and the woman waiting on us said, "Gee, you guys are the booty boys." And for a long time, the name stuck, and we referred to that trip and to each other as members of the booty boys. And of course, Ken was part of that as well. So we've been around long enough to have some history and some fond memories. And I do deeply appreciate it. Let's see what else is going on here.
Well, we have a question from Stephen.
What's your top three hardiest freshwater? Yeah, along with the booty boys. Hardiest freshwater aquarium. That's a good question. I'll tell you what, one of the hardiest is the green neon. And that maybe surprises a lot of people because we're used to neons being pretty delicate.
Mm-hmm.
The green neon is wild caught. It's not being tank raised. There may be some farmers who started doing that, but by and large, it's still wild caught. I have had hundreds, perhaps 1,000 or more. And I always sell every single one because I don't take any losses. It's a fish that just does not get sick and does not die. And I couldn't tell you why, except that they've got something going for them in nature that is just highly protected. They're an amazing little fish and pretty. It's a very pretty fish. Oh, what else? There are some fish that, I'm trying to think of another fish. Most of the cichlids are pretty hardy. Gee. Fish I lose here at the shop. Cories and plecos. Now, not all of them, but I'll take like maybe 10% loss. And on a given shipment with a given item, it may be maybe 20, 30%.
Wow.
And that happens a lot with I know one. I know one that almost never dies.
What?
Crebensis.
Mm.
Crebensis. Crebensis are extremely hardy fish. You get a pair and they're going to be in that tank for years. And they may kind of go into the background, just sort of fade away and lose their color, but they're going to be in there. I've lost other fish to fungal and bacterial diseases. I can't recall ever losing a crebensis that way. I'm not suggesting they don't get sick, but they're pretty hardy fish. What's another one? Angels. Angels are a very hardy fish. And again, you wouldn't think they are with all those slowing fins, but they're a very vigorous fish. Um, they appear to be very sweet and sort of peaceful and effeminate and gentle and all this, but they ain't. They're tough little nuts, and they'll go after anything that bothers them. But in the front, my camera is looking for something.
Yeah,
I
it just
hope you
sort of
found it.
moved on its
Hope you
own.
found what you were looking for. Angels. So there's, what's this? Is that what we? There's a $10. What's this?
The audio's breaking up
sticker
really
up.
bad on my end.
Yeah.
I think we lost Father Fish. Hey, he'll be right back, guys. Just the way the internet's been working today. Thanks, Stephen Clark, for the super chat of $10. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see what else we got in the chat. Hopefully it won't be too long and we'll have Father Fish back. Let's see. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm recovering really well after that accident. And the way I keep my fish room now, I won't have to worry about any more accidents like that ever again. Definitely lesson learned. Kim M says, Dina may have to do with storms. Yeah, it definitely could be. That's what I'm thinking could be the problem on Father Fish's end. And, well, you can see it's a little bit cloudy in my area too. So, not sure when the storms are going to hit me this evening. I've heard it's supposed to be later this evening, hopefully after the live stream. But you guys know how it goes. You never know what the weather's going to do until it hits. And yeah, I'm not sure where Chattanooga is. Todd Bob was asking, does anybody know where Chattanooga is? Because I'm thinking it's in Georgia, but I'm not sure. I know I've heard people talk about Chattanooga, but nobody ever names the state. Let's see. Oh, Tennessee. Okay, that makes sense. Got family from Tennessee, so that makes sense why I've heard of it, but just wasn't sure where it is. Part of the family's from Georgia, the other part's from Florida and Tennessee. So let's see here. Todd says he's very close to Chattanooga. That's pretty cool, Todd. Well, tonight's show and tell, if anybody would like to come up and show off their tanks, feel free to click on the pinned link and I'll bring you up and we'll check it out. Until then, I want to welcome everybody that's new. Max Darkheart, welcome. I wish I could give you a wrench, but that's Father Fish's job. He's the one that's got to give you a wrench, and as soon as he gets back, I'm sure he'll give you one. Christian B says, I go to Chattanooga every Saturday to fish store hop. Cool. That's always a fun weekend when you get to do that. See if we got any more new people. Nope, not at the moment. But yes, definitely been a process of healing from that accident. But the good thing is I'm doing good. Everything's back to normal. Lesson learned, do not have a cluttered fish room. Bottom line. And I think we've got Father Fish back. We do. Welcome back.
I don't know what happened there.
Is it storming in your area?
No, I think I was uploading a bunch of videos, and I think
That makes
I was just using too much bandwidth,
mm,
and the system couldn't handle it because it was just my computer that was the problem. And it wound up freezing. So somebody got a $10 super sticker that I was trying to bring up. Did you see that?
mhm. Yep.
Well, there it is. Stephen Clark. Thank you, Stephen.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought about what I thought about what I forgot. I remembered what I forgot. And it's something I didn't forget because I've already mentioned it. But I want to mention it again
Yeah.
because you need to prepare yourself. At the end of your program, whenever that might be, we're going to ask, we have 10 slots. We can get 10 people up here. I don't think 10 people will want to come up, but we'll get as many as want to. And we're gonna sing more or less in unison a theme song.
Hey, it sounds
as
fun.
we go up. It should be fun. I think it'll be totally nuts, frankly, but we'll do that. We'll see how it looks. We'll just keep bringing people up until nobody else wants to come up or until we can't fit anymore. And
Sounds
then
like
we'll start the song and see what 10 people in 10 different parts of the world sound like when they sing together, given the lag and the other problems that occur in the internet.
right.
So anyway, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
and Max Darkheart needs a wrench. He's new.
Let's see. Let me get over.
Mhm.
I have to do that in YouTube. Top chat. I need live chat. Right there.
And Glenn Rogers he's also new.
Max Starkheart.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Max said something about this earlier today in a comment on video. It happens. It's like all the time. It's what it is 12-year-old boys who are trying to appear smart. And they believe that you do that by being a jerk and by doing jerky things. It's so dumb.
That it is.
Moderator. Okay, we got 2. See? So we got Glenn and Max. Was there anybody else? Is that it? Yeah, we
I think
got it.
so.
We got it. So you guys, SVC 570. And moderator. There's another one. So we got some new folks in. Now, you guys who are coming in, if you are not members or subscribers to the Father Fish YouTube channel, you will lose your wrench at the end of the show. And when you come back, you won't have it. So if you want to keep your wrench, which makes you a verified member of the family, go over to YouTube and subscribe. You don't have to do more than that. But if you will do that, then you'll remain on board. Let's see, is that Max we got? SVC. Max. Max has been busy in the server here, hasn't he? Okay, I think we got them all. Stephen Clark. We did Stephen, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
Oh, it
we
looks
did
like
not.
Danikin Aquatics is he's waiting to come up.
Oh, fabulous. Let me get back over into YouTube. Here he is. There's the. Well, hello.
What are you up
Danny,
to, man?
happy to see you.
I figured I'd stop up for a minute, say hello. Suppose I could show you a couple of tanks while I'm at it.
Oh, please do.
All right. It's been a while since I've been on this. Here, let me get this camera flipped the way it's supposed to be.
We haven't talked in a while.
All right. Come on now. All right.
There we
So
go.
the first tank we got here is the 110 fully planted. And this one we've had some fun with. We just got an array of different sorts of tetras is kind of our thing in here. We do have some banded African banded barbs in here. And then we've got the rare ant tetras and cherry tetras.
Nice.
Ant tetras are those guys right there with the stripes. Then look at how flared up those banded barbs are right now. They're ready to get it on, I think.
Yeah, looks like.
And then old 3G wanted the picture of the bull for y'all. This is our fully planted fatherfish bull. If you look at the nice, ginormous substrate.
Right. You don't need much in a container.
This is one of those tanks where you got to give it some love to get things moving, because we have switched this tank over to a shrimp tank now. So it's got a bunch of blue dreams in here. But this has been up now for, gosh, probably going on 4 years. The plants are doing very well.
It's gorgeous.
And then because 3G wanted to see an angel before I got off, I'll show them one angel.
Beautiful.
We love this gal. All of my Altums finally aged out. I'm down to one Altum left.
Oh my.
It's amazing. That's the only thing that sucks about keeping fish. They don't seem to last as long as we do, but.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
Yes.
All our pets, we rarely outlive our pets. I mean, they rarely outlive us. You know, some kind of tortoises, maybe. Or big birds.
Anyway, I figured I'd come up, say hello, all that good stuff, see what the heck you guys been up to.
Well, thank you, Kenny. Happy to
Danny
see
and
you.
I will start streaming again, most likely at the end of September. We're going to be back full-time streaming again, so.
Nice.
But it'll be lots of changes. We've been doing a lot of work around this place, and then we've got some new inhabitants. We've gotten down the tree frog lane, so now we've got a bunch of paludariums we're setting up for tree frogs.
Oh my.
That's Danny. She loves those frogs.
Oh, I do too.
So,
I think they're just amazing. I had a friend who was breeding them, and a pretty good system for doing it. So if you start getting babies, let me know. And I'll tell you what his setup was.
yeah, Danny's doing she'll be doing videos. She's done a bunch of videos. She's doing a bunch of editing now, and those videos should start dropping, I guess, in the next few weeks. As she builds this beautiful, I forget this. These guys crack me up too. I've got a little Otto sitting here chilling. Just all right, come on, man. You think as long as I've been doing this father fish, I'd have this down better.
Yeah,
But I guess we haven't been streaming in a while, so I've forgotten everything I learned, I guess.
Right.
Look at that Otto just sitting there chilling.
That's
Right
adorable.
on a piece of, right
He's
on
like,
a root. Funny.
So we got a little pack of CPDs in this tank too.
That's a nice setup.
Ooh. Yeah,
These
it is.
cardinals are the most amazing cardinals I think I've ever owned. I got these from Redfish Bluefish, and they were straight from Germany, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Those
was
Germ,
importing a lot of Polish and German stuff.
just the colors they get out of their fish is amazing.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? How big are they, Kenny?
Well, there's, you know how big my hand is. And they're pretty good size. They're at probably 2 to 3 inch mark would be my guess.
Oh my word.
Yeah, they're ginormous.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
That's impressive. There's a story of someone at a New York show back in the 50s, the 1950s, who displayed two neons that were 6 inches long.
Wow. That'd be nice to
Nobody
see.
knew who brought them or what happened to them or where they came from. They just were there and then they were gone.
And back in the 50s, that was probably a hot fish back then, right?
That was new, yeah. It was when it was just started coming in. So they were obviously wild caught. But you know what? It's a fish that, when it's young, it's in vast schools, huge schools. But as they get older and bigger, they kind of break off and become lurkers and go into a given area and will just sort of stay there. So it's conceivable that one could have found a safe place with adequate food and lived there for 20 or 30 years in order to get that big.
Figure I'd come back and show you the 75 while I'm back here too. What the heck?
Oh,
Oh, look
awesome.
at
That's another one of
Nice.
our nice, heavily soiled, nice, big, thick surf. And we did, there you go, 3G. There's a couple more angels for you. We just got these guys at the last Guppus meeting. I've always had
Cool.
I've been a sucker for black angelfish my whole life.
that.
They
Me
are
too.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
But this
They
tank's
still
kind
are.
of, the plants are doing great. The fish, again, this tank's the oldest tank in the house. So most of the inhabitants in here are anywhere from 6 to 10, some of them even 12 to 15 years old. So
Yeah.
starting all. So we're just kind of letting it do its thing. We put these two angels, and we're going to slowly start to replenish the tank.
Nice.
Thinking I might want some sort of rainbows in it.
Oh, that would be good.
That was.
That's a great tank for rainbows. I love all the plants.
And then next to me over here is my little guys. This is my little crowd of pea puffers that I keep next to the bed. They sit here
They
in
are
bed.
adorable.
Look at that.
Absolutely adorable.
Bathing for morsels.
They usually will come up to my finger if I put it here. Let's see if they'll do it. They don't like the camera usually, but usually they'll come up and just out of curiosity. I think the camera's freaking them out.
Right.
So, but I suppose I should get down so you can let somebody else up.
Thank you, Danny. Kenny. I keep saying Danny. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kenny.
It's sure been good seeing you.
You too. Appreciate you. Love you, guys.
Yep, we'll catch you later.
Give my best to Danny, please.
I sure will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice.
It's got some really nice tanks.
He has had, oh my word, 50, 60 tanks. And at one point, his entire basement was full of big tanks with big fish. He's cut back in order to kind of maintain some sanity, I guess. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Beto Great Lakes had a question for you, Father Fish.
Sure. Does Rika require highlight? That's a really, really good question.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I can answer it. where I've grown it, it's been more quiet water without much in the way of competition.
Mhm.
And by competition, I mean duckweed or other floating plants. It requires light, but I don't think it really requires a very intense light. I think what it requires is a very quiet, peaceful corner of the tank or tank altogether. Otherwise, it tends to get broken up. And we've got it growing in vats and tanks. I don't know that we have any outdoors. Maybe I ought to put some out there and see how it does. We
Mine
are
grows
getting,
pretty good outdoors.
yeah, pardon.
Mine grows pretty good outdoors. I've got some in the shade, and it's starting to take over one of my totes out there.
Oh, nice. Ricky is a wonderful plant.
Mhm.
The only one I cherish more than that is Susswasser tank, which I have never been able to really thrive. Never been able to get it to the point where I had an excess of it. I have been able to do that many times with Ricky. I remember the first time I ever saw Rickia. I was in Severn, Maryland, in Anne Arundel County, in an old gravel yard, not a pit. It was a big area, maybe 25, 50 acres, that had lots of little ponds in it where they had dug up to get stone and rinse it out and sell it as gravel for road beds or whatever. There were a bunch of little ponds in there. And I was checking them out and I saw a little bit of plant, so much, in one of the ponds. And I knew instantly what it was because it's something I'd always been fascinated by, but never had. I was in my 20s, I think, when this happened. I went out and got it and collected it, brought it back home. I don't remember whether it made it or not, but I was so excited to find it growing in the wild in Maryland. So, yeah, it's pretty hardy, actually, and grows in a lot of different environments. Does not require high light, can grow in shade, in fact, but it does like a very peaceful, still water. Doesn't like being churned around. That tends to keep all of its little parts separate from each other, and they won't really multiply very effectively. It tends to want to grow in clumps. And if you can let it grow in a clump, it'll be really healthy and strong and vigorous. If you're breaking it up all the time with too much water action, then you're going to have a hard time doing much with it. Wonderful plant. What else do we got?
Let's see.
Oh, dear.
We do have a question from earlier from Better Great Lakes. It's a question about LRB's method.
He does not put soil in his tank. Typically, most of his tanks are bare tanks without a filter, with moss or algae and some other kinds of plants, and perhaps one pair of fish or a small colony of the same species of fish. This is his average tank, which he feeds. on a daily basis. Now, he may introduce a live food web to that and begin growing out food in it. But he also feeds common fish food, nothing really all that special. But he depends on, if you watch the video on time, is that out yet? I think it is. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. We have a
I haven't
video
seen it
coming
pop
up.
up yet.
Not up yet, yeah. We have a video coming out on the problem of time.
Mhm.
And LRB has conquered the problem of time because he gives the tanks enough time, long enough to establish as stable environments. Now, that's not to say they're unhealthy at the beginning. They're perfectly healthy, but they're not really stable in the sense that we use the term. But that's basically what he's got. And then in the process of doing that, mulm builds up. And mulm really is the foundation of the substrate in most of his tanks. Not all. He does have tanks with a more traditional deep substrate, but by and large, his breeding tanks, holding tanks, the tanks he's raising babies, all of that. His average tank is essentially a bare bottom tank, or started out that way, with mulm that's built up that he does not remove, plants that grow in there that are allowed to just perpetuate themselves, and it becomes this is such a vital point to understand. It becomes a deep substrate, or at least more than shallow substrate, balanced natural aquarium. Substrate is a process. Now, we jumpstart that process. Most fish keepers short circuit that process. In other words, they do things to kill off the food web, to restrict the development of biodiversity. They remove the mulm, either with a filter or a siphon or by doing water changes. They're constantly seeking to reduce the very nutrients that the system will be able to use to create a rich, balanced environment. But it takes the confidence of knowing that that's the way nature works to allow that to happen. And the way nature works is not what most authorities in our society are teaching. They're either, whether it's aquariums or something else, it's very difficult to get a good life lesson about humans and their interaction with creation from any kind of commercial, political, social, or for that matter, even religious institution. There is so much vested interest in making money. And it's nothing more than that. It's a vested interest in making money. That the admonition is always to do that which is the most expensive thing to do. And to make sure that that expense is linked to something I have to sell that I can get more of. And that's kind of the way the system works. Manufacturers crank out millions, tens of millions, hundreds of $1 million worth of product every year for the least amount of money they can possibly spend to do it. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if they didn't cut corners on quality in the process. But you see, quality doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't.
Quality costs money because quality is complex. And if you want to try to make that quality, then you wind up with these huge, huge price tags. If, however, your goal is to allow nature to naturate in your tank, then the cost of doing that drops dramatically. And it drops to the point where it's virtually non-existent. And in the process, what is created is a complex web of life that is able to sustain all of the life in that system virtually in perpetuity without end, provided you do some minimal things. Add water when it gets a little too low, feed occasionally, make sure it's got some light. That's about it. There's not much else to it, really. So that's not expensive, but that gets you the results. But it's not making anybody rich.
Right.
So it's not anything that there are very few people teaching it. LRB's teaching it. I'm teaching it. There are a few others. But by and large, you're not going to know about it. And the great majority of people with fish tanks don't know about it because the algorithm itself is stacked against it
Yeah.
and prevents the great mass of fish keepers on YouTube from ever being able to discover who Lucas Fretz and Father Fish are. They'll never know. They'll never know.
Yeah, it's really sad when you think about it.
So we're going to go to Aquashella. We'll do a splash there, sell a bunch of t-shirts, probably sell some dirt, meet a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. There's always a gang of YouTubers there. So that'll be okay. Dina and I are both going as creators. We'll be tangled up in the YouTube booth, in and out of that, chatting with all those folks. But we're gonna have a big booth too. Well, it's not a big booth; it's a small booth, but we're gonna have a lot of people in it. We've got, I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 people. 9 people.
I didn't even realize that. Wow.
Father Fish, and there's a 10. I think Jenny's coming from Texas. So there are going to be 10 of us, all wearing our emblazoned Father Fish shirts. We're going to do a splash like they haven't seen a splash.
Sounds like a plan.
On top of it all, we're going to be celebrating Father Fish's 85th birthday.
Yep.
And we'll do that. I don't know when we'll do that. It's basically a 2-day Friday and Saturday. We're going to get up there probably around noon on Friday, set up, spend the afternoon, and then we'll have dinner in the evening, go to bed and get an early start Saturday morning, all day Saturday till late in the day. And then we'll go get some dinner, back to bed, and then Sunday morning we head back. And we'll probably try to find a couple of places we can visit along the way that'll make the day more interesting. But that'll be your itinerary for that first weekend in September. So it's coming up a couple of weeks. We hope to see you there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It will. It absolutely will. What do we got? What time is it? 7:00.
Yeah, I'm working on getting Instagram back up and running. It keeps dropping. It's back up finally. I don't know what's going on with technology today.
Dear.
That's catching.
Oh, wow. Mac Aquatic. Superville electric blue marble. Wow.
Oh, I would love to see
I need
those.
to get me some of them. Can you ship, Mac? If you can ship, I'm buying. Bare bottom.
Danican Aquatics tagged you in one, Father Fish. I started a couple of minutes ago.
What? Oh, Danica.
Mhm.
Oh, that was wonderful, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be at the Jersey Flash. Oh, the Keystone. No, I'm sorry. Keystone Flash. I was not planning to go because I don't think I can afford it. We're shooting our wad on Aquashella, and it's the same month. It's in September, the end of the month. So unless something happens to change that, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it to the Flash. We've been to the last two or three, I guess. But I don't really think we can afford to go this year. We'll see. If sales really pick up, we start selling. We are getting fish up. We were looking into making some thicker styrofoam boxes. We use 1/2-inch styrofoam. We're looking at making 1-inch styrofoam boxes, which we can do for about $5.
Yeah.
To buy the box, a 1-inch thick box, is $20.
Ooh.
$20 to buy one of those styrofoam boxes. So that's
Insanity.
that's not reasonable.
Mm-mm.
But at $5, what we might do is have two different kinds of boxes, one for fish and one for plants. The 1/2-inch styrofoam works perfectly well for plants. But if we had a 1-inch for fish, that would allow the ice or heat pack to last 2 to 3 days rather than simply 1 day. So we may very well try to figure out how to do that. What else do we got?
I think we're caught up on the starred comments.
Oh, oh my. I think we may need to shut this down early.
Might need to.
I didn't get much sleep last night. Painting with Wendy is here. Hello, Wendy. Max Starkart, has he got his wrench yet? Stephen Clark doesn't. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
I think he does.
I'm way back here. Let's see. I don't have a timestamp on it. Timestamp. Bare Bottom Renton. 6:57. That's about where we're at, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty close. We're at 7 o'clock now.
Mm. Ooh. We're down at the bottom. The newlyweds. Who are newlyweds?
Let's see. Roxanne and Peplin.
Oh, yeah, the Clash. That's right. At the Clash. There's a D. It's at 6:50.
Mm-hmm.
6. 9. I'm going to find this comment because it's kind of interesting. 6:50. Here we go. Is that it? Yes, that's it.
That is.
It reading a comment like that is a genuine joy to me because my earliest childhood memories are of just that, of getting into local streams, walking through wooded areas, but especially the streams. I've always been fascinated by streams. We don't have streams. Well, we do when we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the Eastern Shore, we do have streams and creeks. The problem is we don't have rocks. So there's no gravel and very little sand. There is sand. That's a very sandy area. But when you get out into these creeks, they tend to be slow running. They're driven primarily by rain. I was at one a couple of days ago. In fact, I've got some absolutely spectacular pictures, which I don't know if I can find. But let me try to do that.
Okay.
The creek, which normally has 4 to 6 feet of water, has something on the order of 6 inches. So there are no fish in it. It's essentially a mud hole. There's no flow because there's nothing going on. So it's kind of sad. You don't really have that kind of experience in areas where there's where that's more mountainous. Let's see. I don't know where these are actually. They're on my phone. And I copied them, I thought, but Lord knows where. They're not in galleries for sure. Download maybe.
Yeah, it could be in downloads.
Do medium archives. Might be here. Yeah. Anyhow, I was able to take some pictures of some really amazing cypress. This
Oh, nice.
beautiful cypress. And I don't know how to get to it. I'm not sure I can. I don't even know where I would have it. I did download it
Mhm.
off my camera, but I have no idea where it got put.
Hmm.
Pictures personal.
It could go into pictures or downloads.
It's not there.
Hmm.
Download. I looked in download. It's not there.
Mhm.
Yeah. I looked in music videos. Not at all of that's documents. That won't be it. Might be. Let's see. But let's see it. I don't know. Very sad. It's unfortunate. I hit one up that was sitting there, but I closed it at one point. Clip, it won't be under clip, I don't think. That won't be. Labels worksheet, Dropbox, Windows.
I'm gonna take a
Data.
quick break. I'll be right back, Father Fish.
All right, well, I gotta give up this silliness. Trying to do something I can't do. Let's see. No, anything. Huh. No.
Oh, there it is. Recording started.
Yeah. Oh well. We get back to some semblance of off screen. So yeah, thank you, Joseph, for that. That's of vital significance to me because it's something that I very much want to be able to share, and I'm just delighted to be able to. Redneck Aquatics. Is Tommy here? Tommy, there he is. Hey, Tommy. Nice to see you. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm really getting worn out here. I'm kind of running out of gas. Let's do this. Let's see if we got a few people up here to join me. And we're gonna sing our theme song. If you'd like to do that, just click on the link at the top of the chat page, and that'll bring you over, and I'll get you up, and we'll join together in a ribald chorus of "Love My Little Fishies." I'm gonna have no takers here. All right, everybody's a coward. Ain't nobody drunk enough to do it. Well, Tommy D. Tommy's had an interesting year. Tommy is, of course, the key to our book, getting written, which is at the publisher now. They're doing a preliminary layout, laying out each of the pages. We have hundreds of graphics. So it's a very big book. It's 500 pages. So it's kind of a major project, doing all that. And it's been a couple of months, probably another month before they're able to do it. But they do amazingly high quality work. It's a North Carolina publisher.
Yeah, I can't wait for the book to come out. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be great when it does.
Mm-hmm.
It will eventually happen, and we're gonna be real excited about getting it out to everyone. I should say that the real value of the book is best discovered and used in its electronic format, because it gives you easy access to every category. And there are literally hundreds of categories. The table of contents is immense. And the index, of course, is even bigger. So, and all of it is linked. So you can click on a chapter and or a topic even. It'll take you directly there. And it is all inclusive.
It is.
And there's no wasted space. There are things we didn't put in not because they were superfluous, but because they weren't the most important things to say. They were further down on the list, and they didn't make the cut. So what's there is of great value, and we just trust that everyone who's at all interested in this subject is going to at least buy the electronic book, the ebook. Get it on your phone. You will find it is the most useful tool you have to understand every single aspect of a natural aquarium, so much more than you ever imagined was the case. I mean, the depth is remarkable. And it's written by scientists. I have very little to do with its writing. I was not there to approve it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get a couple of people with a strong scientific background to take a look at everything I've been doing and everything we've developed and evaluate. And that's what they've done. And I've developed something that just boggles my brain. It's so thorough and such depth and just really so impressive. You must get that book and you must look at it, use it. It will amplify your fish keeping experience. It'll give you the knowledge and the understanding of what is actually going on. And we need to know that. I mean, we can trust Mother Nature, but when we are sharing with Mother Nature, participating with nature, then we can be part of that process. And that's why we need to understand, because only by understanding can we know what the best thing to do is in any given circumstance in order to make things better. So do that. Get the book. If you don't have it, get it. If you have it, read it, open it, look at it, pay attention to it. You will be delighted you did. You know, it's just like setting up one of these tanks. Until you do it, you don't understand what a joy it is.
It's so true.
And the people who don't understand, who throw stones at us, are the people who are just ignorant of what we're doing. Or they've got some preconceived notion that's so off the wall as to be utterly irrelevant. So buy the ebook. Buy the ebook. All right, nobody's coming up. We're gonna have to do this by ourselves then.
We've got one question from Betta Great Lakes before we go.
Yeah. Bring it up. Yeah, it likes a lot of light, but it'll do fine in low light. It'll stay. Yeah, it's hard to say what it does. It's a strange plant. It loves to grow immersed up out of the water. If it once gets a little bud up out of the water, it'll just explode. But when it does that, you're going to lose all the leaves that are in the water. So keep in mind, when you have a plant that's coming up out of the water and growing, it looks lush and beautiful. It is, but it means that all the leaves on those stems, and these are typically stem plants, all the leaves are going to fall off because they're not as effective as ones that are above the water. Daryl is here. Hi, Daryl.
Hey, Father Fish. Hey, Dina.
Hey.
I just got home from work. I just got in. I figured I'd show you my tanks. Why not?
Beautiful.
Nice.
So I've had a few fish dying in this one, though. I don't
Oh,
really
wow.
know what's going on, but I seen I had a Cory dead the other day and a redfin tetra and a shrimp. I saw all dead over on this side.
You
I don't
don't
know
have
what.
you don't have a lot of plants in there. It's really substantially underplanted. You
Yeah,
need 2 or 3 times more than you have in order to be able to absorb all the nutrients in the water column. I would suggest that that's the primary thing you can do is get more plants in there. Doesn't matter what. You got stems. Stems are fine.
yeah.
If
I'd
you
like to get
go,
some more. These are more root. These aren't stems, right?
they're sword plants, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, these are wonderful. I think you just need to get more in there. And I think that will straighten out the problem. It looks to me, my sense of the tank is that it's basically overwhelmed with nutrients. And I'm surprised you don't have a huge algae growth.
there's no algae, like
So that's
none.
interesting.
I mean, the
Yeah,
leaves. I'm used to see the leaves. They're clean.
really clean. Yeah, they
Like
sure are.
there's never been any algae in this tank. I don't understand it. I don't
I
know.
don't, frankly.
It's
Um,
it's
what's
strange.
on top? Is that duckweed on top or what is it?
I can't remember what it was called really.
Salvinia.
Mm-hmm.
Salvinia, yeah.
That and there was some other little bigger.
Pennywort.
Yeah, pennywort. Yeah, I think that's what that was called. Yeah,
Hey,
but it's
Pennywort.
doing good. Besides I found 3 or 4 dead fish, and that's the first that have died since I've had it going. Really. Um.
Do
So
do about a 25% water change on it.
I do need to add some water. It's low right now, but I've been
Do
busy.
that. Yeah, take about 25% of it out. You can take a third out and then refill it.
Okay.
I think that's going to help.
Okay, I'll try that out. I'll show you my Beischer tank too. It's cleared up pretty good now. Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
I
it
need a
is.
lot more plants in here though.
Yeah, right.
This one has more of this. I don't know what this algae looking, hair looking stuff is here, but it's over here too. Like a green hair or something.
Oh, green hair algae.
Oh, here's Connor. She's all up front, posing for the camera today.
How
You
big
kind of
is
see.
Wow.
Oh, about 6, 7 inches, 8
Yeah,
inches.
she's about 7. Yeah.
Nice. He's getting big.
You can see the pink in the sand right here. The sand's really cool.
Right.
It is.
Yeah, let's bring that in.
This grass right here, this whatever this is growing really good in here.
Yeah, it'll keep going. You need
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's same issue. You just need to get more plants.
Yeah, I know I need a lot more plants in there.
In the meantime, make sure you're doing occasional water changes. Because you gotta be
Okay, so I haven't changed any water in here in I don't know 5 months.
well, yeah, I would.
All I've done is that I usually top it off every week, but it's been about 2 weeks now, so
Yeah.
that's really
Okay,
all I do to this tank. But okay, I'll do a
I think it'll
25%
help.
water change and see what that does.
In there. Yeah, you bet. Nice.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Thank you. You bet.
all right. Well, nice talking to y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Take care.
We'll see y'all later.
See you later.
Bye-bye. No. I'm gonna keep talking until they wind up making it. Want to get glory. So I think I mentioned that this is tagination. Tagination. Oh, Adam's here.
Mhm.
There he is, tagination. Let's get him a wrench.
Mhm.
Please hear it. All right. Hey, Adam. Cinnamon girl. Oh. Craig is here. Craig's Catfish Cave. If you haven't been to Craig's channel, you absolutely need to go visit. He has one of the most magnificent fish rooms on YouTube. It's an amazing fish room. And he's doing some really very remarkable things in his fish room. Well worth following, well worth paying attention to. He's got an approach that is pretty easy to maintain, not anything you might think of all by yourself, worth paying attention to. Thank you for coming over, Craig. Appreciate you. Thank you, Tagination.
Oh, looks like we got Sailor Ed waiting to come up.
Oh, all right. We can do that.
Mhm.
Where is it? Well, she come. Oh, did you come up to sing? Did you come up to sing?
I am not here to sing.
You're welcome to join us.
I mean, if you start, I'll join in, but that's not my primary purpose in life. I just wanted to. I got these 2 little 10 gallons back here on. Well, just because you need more tanks and tins are smaller. But
Right.
what was I going to say? Oh, whatever this plant is, and that little piece behind it. And these tanks are just 3 weeks old. I had clipped that off the top of one of my other plants and planted it here in this tank. I went to pull it up this morning, and you should have seen the root ball on it. It was insane.
I think it's wisteria.
And that one's got 3 stems on it and roots on all of them.
Yeah, it's a real fast growing plant.
It's doing wonderful.
It's a very lush plant. It's
And
really
then that got that pothos hanging on the back there. Can I trim the roots back on that at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you need to, because they'll take over the tank.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This little old tin. Holy smokes! I'm kind of falling out of love with guppy grass because it just goes nuts. But
Right.
It
But
is
I-
fast growing.
Well,
and
it's
that's
good if you want to breed fish or gotta have a baby tank.
that. Yeah, well, I'm going to do a beta tank next. We're working on that right now. But that's a female I found the other day,
Yep, it looks nice.
and it's hard to say how old it is, but because it just came from the pet shop. But I figured 3 or 4 months anyhow.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
And I was so happy. My local fish store guy, he does a point of sale at his cash register. And I was in there last week, and I asked him how old my angelfish were, and he said they were a year old yesterday. And I'm like, that's cool. And this is my little hospital tank. Right now, it's just hospital and some blue shrimp until I can get somewhere else to put them.
Nice.
But you were just looking tired, and I needed to get up and do some talking, so I thought I'd do it to you.
Hey, that works
appreciate it.
out good.
Yeah, I'm getting weird. We've had a very busy, very, very busy day. Emotionally, a very busy day. And I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. And I'm just kind of going down in the heat. So appreciate you coming up still, Lorraine.
Yeah, we had a bad night last night as far as being able to sleep, and I got court tomorrow, so I'm trying to get some rest in today.
No mind. Well, good luck with that.
You could look.
Oh, I'm there every month. Not that I'm a criminal or anything. I'm grand jury kind of stuff, but
Oh, really? Wow.
Wow.
all right, I'm going to hop off of here and get
Thank
back
you,
to
sir.
viewing some television.
All right. Good to see you.
Ronald, say goodnight.
Adorable.
I'll tell you the party there.
That's my boy. He's 6 years old. I grew him from a seed. And yeah, he can't be without me, that's for sure.
He is adorable.
He's quite the character. I named him Ronald Reagan because he's a bit conservative.
That's adorable too.
Kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
Jump, Ronald, come on. Show him how good you listen. Come here. Come on,
There you
jump.
go.
Yeah, he does
That's a
listen
good
on
boy.
occasion. He knows he's a good boy. He's the only boy. All right, y'all have a good evening. I'm out of here.
You
Thank
too.
you, Ed. Well, that's happening.
Right.
I think I like pain. I think that's what nobody else does 2 hour live streams. Nobody.
I know.
Everybody does 1 hour. It's
Or
only
45 minutes.
It's only reasonable to do that. It's only because I'm unreasonable that I insist on doing 2 hour live streams. And then it got wasted about 25% of the time or more, and crap out early. Joseph D is here.
Mhm.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hi, Joseph. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah.
I just thought I'd hop on and show you my tank. This is about maybe 3 months old. And
Nice.
as you can see here, I've got mostly native, well, not mostly, I've got some native fish here. I think they're spotfish shiners.
Oh, wow.
I've got a whole bunch in the basement that are sort of experiments, but this is the one I keep upstairs with the kids. It's a 90-gallon. And I've been collecting a lot of plants also from the river here, from the
Oh, really?
Creek. And the only issue I've had is I have a little bit of melt going on right now, but I don't know if that's normal because they're transplants or.
Well, the tank is so, the plants all look really good. There's no reason to believe that there's anything wrong that's going on. And there will, anytime you transplant plants, there are going to be leaves that are not going to make it. But it's just a leaf, it's not the whole plant.
I see.
So I think you're good.
Okay.
That's a beautiful tank.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, these are some spot fin shiners. I wrote that comment earlier about standing in the creeks and just observing the fish.
Right.
And occasionally I take a dip net with me, and I just saw these guys and scooped a couple out and brought them home, and they are so happy in here.
Yeah.
But I haven't done any water changes, and I feed them very little, and I just try to do everything you've talked about. So got a couple of roaches here that's giving me.
Got that great plant growth in there.
All right.
Nice.
Well, I'll let you go. Thank you so much.
I like it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful tank.
We'll get everybody up here on my birthday, but we can guilt trip them then.
That would work.
I did that.
Did you?
My 80th, I think. We did that. We got a whole gang up. I think we had 9 people up. That was fun.
Sounds it.
Mm. Oh dear. Well, we lost a canary, and it was the most songful one. But I'm hearing the others back there taking over in his stead. So we now have Dominic Canary again. The Koi Saga, Ken Jacobs.
Hi,
Ken.
guys.
Hey.
Look,
How are you?
there's a ginormous hole in my backyard.
I see that.
Wow, right?
Looks like it's
Ooh.
in preparation for something.
Yep, I'm thinking, right? I thought I better get you on the shoal. I think it's about 3 feet, a little more than 3 feet in the middle, and about 9 feet long,
How wide is it?
and 3 feet wide.
3, that's what I thought.
So
And
what do you think?
It's a really interesting floor plan, if you will.
All right.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna line it or what? What's the plan?
Yes, the plan right now is to line it, unless you tell me otherwise. But a liner seems to be fairly the most cost-effective idea. And then I got 3. Basically, I'm shooting for 3 levels. One's at 3 feet, one at 2, and 1. So after I get that liner in there and put dirt and sand in there, as you can see, I had some really good dirt out here, but I'm gonna have to probably get some of the father fish additive, because that's the old clay and the good dirt's been buried. Cheap labor.
You're better off, since it's outside, you're better off just putting sand in it and let nature take its course. That by doing it that way, being outdoors is a much more dynamic environment. There are things falling in that water all day and all night, 24/7, like the leaves of those trees that are
Yes.
going to be in there this fall, like all kinds of What is that?
That is a pear.
A pear. Oh my!
Cool.
Wow.
So you can see, and I chased the squirrels right out of here. Actually, they were over here having a feast.
When you put that liner in, it's going to require a lot of folds. As much as you can, tuck it under rather than lay it over.
Okay. All right.
That becomes another good reason for using sand to cap it, because it'll hold those folds and those creases in place, and it'll also hide them.
Okay. Yeah. It will. So it will hide. Yeah. So it will hide them. Right. So okay. So yeah, I don't have the folds out, but have them tucked away as much as possible.
Yeah.
Some people use it. Some people use a tape. Do you recommend that?
To hold it down, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, the sand will do as good a job.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
you can do that. You can do tape. I don't know how long it holds, but again, if you put the tape in, you're going to cap it with sand. And with those flat levels, you could do a bevel at the end of each one, like an inch high bevel that'll hold that in there. That would be a good thing to do. You could even do that.
Oh yeah, I got some old stones out here. I was thinking about like doing like a brick rim and making sure that the liner went up and over it. Maybe fold it back.
I see. Yeah, that'll help. Right.
Okay. So, well, the rest of the garden's out of control.
Certainly.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, you know. So that's all pumpkins, and here's some wildflowers, wild
Beautiful.
Susans, the butterfly garden,
Oh,
more pumpkins. The koi pond, but it only has one fish left in it.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so but the koi though, because the guy took the koi inside. But look at the plants are going insane. Oh, I wanted to ask you about this. Is this a water? Is this water fern?
It's water sprite or water wisteria. One of the two. Looks like sprite. I don't know. Could be wisteria.
It grows out. It grows in the. It grows out of the water, huh?
Right.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. And then over here, I've got.
That's frog spit. What is that big green leaf? Well, that's blue. Oh, glory. My brain.
I got that from you. I forgot what it's called too. And yeah, I got all these, but I was surprised to see the Sprite come out the top. I think I might want to thin some of this, so I might get something else. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of there in that.
There's the tomatoes. I thinned them and cut them back, but they're gonna get pretty crazy here in a little bit.
I love your garden.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a little out of control, but that's the fun of gardening. That's how my fish tanks look too.
Water hyacinth. Is that it? No, that's not it. What is that darn stuff called? Honest to God. My brain is turned off.
So, yeah, so I think, that's going to be a nice place for the koi pond. And I'm thinking if I want to expand it later, I can, or I can add a second one.
Right.
Back there in that corner. Because I noticed people start breeding them after the first few years.
Right.
They get all excited.
That's right.
Guys, I will show you my other tank, but I'll have to sign off and go through my house and sign back on in the garage.
Okay, well, we can do
unlock
that.
the door. All right. So I'll see you hopefully in a few minutes.
You bet. What are hyacinths? It's gotta be what it is.
Yeah, I think it may be.
Well, it gets a pretty blue flower, and it's got like bulbs that with the leaf coming over. I'm looking at floating plants, and would you believe it's not listed?
Really?
Lettuce says, but it's Seymour. Let's see if Seymour is going to show us anything. Not so far, honestly. Boggles the brain. Everything but. I've looked at now 75 floating plants, and it ain't among them.
Wow.
It's not there.
That's unusual.
Weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's one called, oh, what are lettuce? That's not it. There it is. What are hyacinths? Right. That's what he's got, is the water hyacinth. Mercy. So we got a couple of videos coming out.
Mhm.
2 or 3 or 4. I don't know what Mad Turtle is doing, but she's got something going on with the shorts.
Mhm.
And we've got the problem of time, and we have the father fish staff. We need a clever name for that. The fish people,
The fish fam?
fish fam, right?
Father fish fam.
Father fish fam.
Maybe that works.
Well, that's a larger group.
Mhm.
This is like the gurus in house.
Mhm.
All right. What else is going on here?
Hey, if you want me to, I can go get Dean's phone and show off some of my tanks if you need me to.
Well, let's see what time it is. What are we doing? You can if you want to. It's about 20 minutes. We got
Okay.
about 10 minutes to kill.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic and mute everything in here where it doesn't do feedback this time.
Good idea.
Yeah, no feedback, hopefully.
Right. Let's see. And get to the bottom of the chats here.
Let's see.
In the school, Matthew Plowden is here. Just in time to say goodnight. Right. Well, we got a few minutes. What are hyacinth? That's right. Spread grows well out of water. Yeah, I probably would grow as a potted plant, actually. It just likes to have its feet wet. But there are a lot of plants like that like wet feet. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh, NC. Oh, they're talking about NC. Yeah. NC, you're welcome back whenever. Kenneth Jenkins, Ken's back. Okay. There he is.
Haha, how about that?
All
So
right. Nice.
I got some neon tetras, and
Great.
I will remind you, this is my original 20-gallon long. And this is about, I don't know, 4 months in. Has it been that long? Since I got my first fish pack, I think it was.
Wow.
So the plants, I pulled a few plants out of here, and then I fell in love with those glowfish. Yeah, they got those. I call them at the pet superstores, but I mean, when I found out these things were genetically engineered with gene splicing, I had to have them. I mean, that's just great, right? That's just like
Really? I feel the same way, frankly.
yeah, no, I mean, they really are. They're great pets. They're genetically engineered entertainment, and
Right.
they are smart.
They breed true. They breed for all the colors.
Do they really?
That is who they are. Yeah, absolutely.
That's fantastic because they really are neat.
They are.
And, yeah, and and I got the Danios, and now I know why everybody's so talking crazy about how much they love their Danios. I threw a fly in there, man, and they were like prawn on a cow.
They will.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so I'm reading different things about feeding the Danios, but I've been feeding them once every 5 days. The Sunday, Friday, Wednesday method.
You've got enough going on in there that the fish are able to find a certain amount of food. It's probably not enough totally, although they can probably survive in there indefinitely. But once a week, you could go to every 3, like twice a week if you wanted to do that.
Okay, that way. Yeah, I noticed the Danios, they don't play around. They get all excited and
Well,
it's
everything looks really
meal time.
Everything looks good. Yeah.
What? These neon tetras are putting on a great show.
Right.
Look at this.
Right up there. Right up front.
Yeah, they are, really. And I noticed also, I changed the lights for a little better view, but they all have their own space in there. This one will hang out there. Once in a while, the pinks will get together. And the Daniels will stay at the top, and the neons, they'll disappear. They'll get way back here in the jungle.
Right.
And over here on this side too. And and they just because they're just so smart.
Well,
wait, no, I'm still here.
It's normal for fish to do that. Little fish hide. That's how
interesting. One of the first things I heard you say was about the neon tetras. Because we had those as a kid, and we didn't have any. We had one plastic fish thing in there, and they did die. They were stressed out. All they did was swim back and forth as fast as they could.
Yeah.
And once I got them in this natural environment, they're like, "Yeah, no, that's not how we live, man. We just kind of float around."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's remarkable when you see that. You get a sense of what fish are really all about.
Yeah, it really, right? Yeah. I'm learning that as a barber. I could talk about it, but if they haven't had a fish or they aren't keeping a tank, yeah, look how yellow that one is. That's crazy. And the purple one.
Beautiful. Those colors.
Whoever invented the glowfish and was smart enough that, hey, we can change this one gene and make them sparkle. That's amazing. Crazy new world. Yeah. So yeah, and they love it, and all this in one 20-gallon tank. I even got some. What is this up here? Mangroves.
Oh, cool.
And
we're getting mangroves in, and they will be available.
Or
you'll be able to buy mangroves through it's the red mangrove, not the
that's
black.
good. That's going to be. Oh, really? That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be great. No, so there you go. I really like the mangroves, and I look forward to that.
Right.
I'm gonna buy because I'm gonna do a whole. Oh yeah, I was gonna show these lily pads.
Beautiful.
I mean that. So that just made me think of Monet when I first saw these. Look at the colors on these things. I'm like, where have I seen this before? Like this one over here.
That's a tiger. Yeah.
Yeah, tiger lily. Yeah. And so I got those from you too. I'm playing around with those.
Oh, there are a lot of.
I gotta learn. Yeah. And then other than that, I can show you real quick the koi tank.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these guys are about to get the big pond upgrade.
That's right.
Yeah. So I was getting quite a bit of algae on here. Actually, I'm surprised I can even show you this because normally it's just too much fog on the glass. But I got some algae eaters, and they're hitting it, but they're taking their time. I got this little gold algae eater. He likes to clean the top.
Right.
But there's a couple of regular Placos in there, the good old classic ones, but they got plenty to eat right now. So no concerns. Some algae's good anyway, but oh yeah, look at those things. The lotus. Is that what those are?
Yeah. That's what a wisteria there, I think.
Yeah, there it is right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this stuff. And this is my tallest tank. And watching it poke out the top, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna so let that grow out the top.
Ooh. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, Kenny.
I like that Anubius, right? Yeah, and there's the luckiest goldfish in the world because he's been living with 5 koi, so he gets to eat as much as he wants.
Fun.
So there you go. There's my my ever ready 1 gallon tank. I even threw a bubble in there just to see what would happen.
Right. Looking good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to be investigating what plants I need for that koi pod.
All right.
It's got a ways to go, though.
We have a lot of pond plants, so ask the guys to send you the list for pond plants.
I'll do that. That's what I'll do. And I'll go do my research on your website.
All right.
Appreciate it. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, hopefully I've got this set up this time right. Couldn't get my computer to actually mute. My keyboard for the Mac died, so.
There you are.
All right, that'll work.
All right.
All right, can you guys
Go
hear me?
for it.
Yeah, this is just an update on my 75-gallon turtle paludarium with Eastern musk turtles. These little guys are still babies. That's the little male. And then over here, we've got the larger female. She's a lot bigger and a lot more feisty. This little guy, he's pretty calm. He's just wanting a little pellet. As you can tell, he's already snapping a little bit. But yeah, this is all a father fish setup that I've been working on. Wow, I think for about a year now, maybe a little more.
Yeah. Started as a leaker.
That it did. And now it's a beautiful little turtle habitat. And these guys, they're thriving in there. And they're really starting to come out more after I did what you said, Father Fish, and added some sand for them to actually get up on and bass.
Right.
It took them a few months, but they're finally getting settled in, coming out on the sands and being adventurous. So I've got their light up here. I only leave it on certain hours of the day because this gets really hot. It's the regular, turtle light. But you can see how the algae has really started to come off their shells.
Yeah,
They're doing great.
nice.
Then I've got little special guppies over here. They still have not had any babies yet. That or if they have, they're kind of a little bit of cannibals. But I'm adding more and more plants to it every week. So eventually we'll have some babies. And then I'm going to be doing a video on this monster, which is my rice fish tank, because I'm going to show how you can take a tank that looks like this, total jungle, and then aquascape it a little bit. I'm not as good at aquascaping as my husband, so I'll probably see if he wants to join me in that video whenever I shoot it. And then if these guys will come out, you'll see a lot of baby guppies. I mean, a lot of baby guppies. That's the reason I haven't removed this mat out yet, is they're going hiding in there. And see if I can actually get them all to come out. Yeah, you can see a lot more of them now. I probably have 50 new babies and about 50 of the older babies. But I'm going to be redoing this tank simply because I don't like how dark it is. It's gotten a little bit too messy, so it's time to redo it. Just waiting for those babies to get old enough that I don't have to worry about my diamond tetras eating too many of them. Because they kind of are predatory, so got to kind of be watch out for that if you're raising guppies with them. Oh, it looks like my cell connection died on this phone for a second. Well, anyway, guys, I just mainly wanted to give you an update on the turtles, the fish, all that fun. Thanks. I'm going to go back to the live stream.
Nice.
And thanks.
Very good. Thank you, Dean.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. I think we can do it now.
You ready?
We made our 2 hours. What do we got? We still got 50 people sticking with us.
That we do.
You guys are too good. Too good. All right. Shall we? We don't have any takers. I asked a bunch of people to come up and nobody, I finally figured out nobody was drunk enough to take me up on the challenge.
That's funny. There's got to be somebody out there that'll join us.
You'd think so. All right, here we go.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sun shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Good night, all.
Good night. Love y'all.
Wonderful. We just keep on keeping on. But that's all we know how to do. Keep it on. See you Sunday and continue Even on, even on. Love you all. Bye for now.